everyone, this is Sin and welcome back to my channel Stampin' Munchkins. You're getting a quick view of the 6 cards we will end up with today, and I am super excited because I am collabing with Katie from Eastwickspaperandink, and we are doing alcohol backgrounds. I swatch all of my inks, and that was what I just showed. I'll be using the matte black paper, Yupo paper, and Glossy White, and all of these things will be used. I'm making some sympathy cards, pet sympathy cards that I'll be donating to my vet. But first I'm cutting the glossy paper into 4s, so it ends up being 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm using the blending solution and 91% alcohol, and this is my first ever using alcohol ink, so we're doing this together. That little blower is from a camera kit that I have, and I think I'm gonna pick up Tim Holtz's one because it was a little flimsy. I didn't get enough air puff that I liked, but it was okay for today. But all I'm gonna do is just play, and I had what I wanted to end up with in my head, and it wasn't quite what I got, but I really liked the end product. And you can see I will list all the inks below, and I just used the alcohol and the blending solution, and I used some pearls, just one color pearl on the white papers. And in the Brutus Monroe, I always have alcohol in there, not water, it's alcohol. So I cleaned my Tim Holtz glass media mat between every project. This, I was like, oh my god, what's happening here? It just is absorbing. So I did this, and I only used the silver pearl, and I used regular alcohol inks, and it didn't show up at all. So I was like, oh my god, what am I doing wrong? So I just set it aside, and I was going to not use it at all, the black, but I bring it back later. So I'm back with the Glossy White again. Oh, could you please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification and share? And I would truly appreciate it if you would watch the video to the end. Thank you. So what I did was I wanted a rainbow theme. So I did one in blues, purples, greens, and I did one with the warm colors. And I thought I could get, you know, pretty distinct rainbow colors, but I didn't. But I put rose gold here, and I was like, oh my god, it's turning into a big mess. So, and this is the Yupo paper. I really like the Yupo paper the best. But I'm like, oh gosh, it's a hot mess. I don't know if I like it, but just keep going, keep going, keep going. And I just put it to the side because I was going to cut it apart, so I was hoping that it would turn out okay in the end. So now I'm back with the matte black alcohol paper, and I'm only using pearls this time because those sat more on the surface and didn't absorb into it. And this paper is beautiful. I think I would just like using it just for regular stamping and not only for alcohol inks. But I just kept going and hoping for the best. Like I said, this is the first time I'm using alcohol inks. I've had them for months, maybe even over a year, but I never did do it. But I had so much fun. See, look how quickly it absorbs. It's like you have to build it up. It has to get saturated before it starts working. So that was one thing that I learned about it. And you don't see the true beauty of this paper and the alcohol pearls until it's dry, which you'll see later on. I really liked how it turned out. It's like interference paint almost, where it shows up beautifully in dark dark papers. I don't know if you guys remember those interference paints from way back when. And I just used my alcohol bottle and I just dropped it. So here's the first one, the glossy paper. This the second one is the Yupo. This is the matte black. Look how beautiful that is. Matte black, glossy, and Yupo. The Yupo was matte, which I was surprised. I thought it would be shiny. So now I'm going to cut all the rainbows out. Here's a tip. Because I knew that these were inked and might get stuck, use your powder tool to powder your die and it'll come out so nicely and smoothly. So I wanted to keep them all together, so I just used a painter's tape, either my frog tape or the blue painter's tape, and I just stuck them together and put them off on the sides for when I was ready to assemble it. But did you see how easy that came out because I used the powder tool? I should have done it on every single time, but you can see this is my 5th one. I did 6 total. This was so hard to come off because the powder had worn off by then. So I did it again for my last die cutting, and you'll see I kept this in so that you will see how effortless it came out. So I'm going to do this every time going forward. If I have a distress oxide background that I need to die cut, anything that has inked background, because it just, look at it, it just came out easy. Even the outline came out. So I had a little bit of ink, alcohol ink on the die, so I wanted to clean it off so I don't get any transfer later. And I also had it on my plate, and I freeze framed it so that you could see. But I just cleaned that off again with alcohol and my microfiber. So now this is the first card I'm making, and I put the outline in so I could I had a guide to put the rainbow rings in, and I'm using the Doris foam tape, which is really nice and flexible. So just peel off the backing and you can kind of form it. So I'm not going to show it all to you, but the first card I did use foam tape and lifted it up, and the others I made it flat. I made a total of 6 cards, and I'll make more with the outline, which I didn't do in this sitting, but I'll send those to my my vet also. I always donate sympathy cards to him so that he can send them out to people who lost their pets. And we just lost our Piper girl on July 1st, and we're missing her terribly. But so anyway, I'll be giving these to him in honor of Piper. So in the front, I'm using the waffle flower rainbow bridge stamp set. I'm not using the die set this time, but there were some overhangs. I used my big trimmer, Tim Holtz trimmer, and I like using the big one for that. And I ran out of Nina Classic Crest 110, so I'm using the 80 pound as the base. I need to order more of the 110. And I just did a quick color to blend Copic coloring, and I'm being really careful because I wasn't going to Copic color, so I stamped these out using the VersaFine Nocturne ink, and it's not Copic friendly, so I just had to be careful. But the others I will be stamping in Memento, which I'll show later. And I just cut it down to size, and I have a nice white margin around. The inside is all stamped with the same saying. And I'll add something else to the inside and also to the back of the card. But it just says heartfelt sympathy and the loss of your furry friend. Even though they're not our friends, they're our family and beloved babies. But I'll just show you one that it was I didn't need to use the outline anymore because it was kept in the same proportion. So here's the glossy paper. Here's the Yupo white, the other Yupo, and this is the black. It's so beautiful. I mean, I really enjoyed making it. So now I'm using the memento because I will be um, COPIC coloring the little hearts. And I used just an acrylic mount to do that. And the inside I'm using the VersaFine as I'm not coloring anything in there. So I did that for all 6 cards, just putting them onto the base with just Nuvo Deluxe Adhesive Glue. So because I'm collabing with Katie, I will put the link of her channel and her video in my description box. I would truly appreciate it if you go check her out. She's amazing. She comes up with some ideas that are truly amazing. Like, my brain doesn't think that way, and I learned so much from her channel. It's anyway, please go check her out and give her some love, and please comment that you came from my channel or vice versa. If you're from Katie's channel, welcome, and I hope you like what you see, decide to stay and subscribe. But here's all the finished cards. This video is a bit long because I slowed it down so you could look at it. So this is the white Yupo paper. It turned out so beautiful. So my idea was I wanted a rainbow, you know, Roy G. Biv, from the bottom to the top. But it didn't work out that way, so I just placed it the whole color spectrum. No, sorry, not the whole color spectrum. I just placed it as is, and it still turned out beautiful. So I hope the recipients like it. I hope it mends their heart as the loss of a furry friend or pet or a baby is so sad. But this is the glossy white paper, which is really nice. I really enjoyed it. I need to get me some mineral paper, which Catherine Kelly showed. I'll put that also. I'll put Catherine's video description in my description below. Also, check her out. She's amazing too. But those are the glossy white, and this is the matte black. It's just stunning. I wish you could see it in person. I couldn't take good pictures of it. I have a bunch of still pictures in the end, but you can also check my please go to my blog and you will see the pictures there too. But these are the 6 that I came up with. I hope you enjoyed it. I had so much fun with the alcohol backgrounds. I need to play with it more. Again, everything is linked below. They are affiliate links, so I will get a little commission when you use my links to shop, and I would truly appreciate it if you would do that. Here are the close-ups. The top 2 are the Yupo white, the middle are the glossy white paper, and the bottom 2 is the black matte. See, it's so hard to take pictures. Here's the glossy, the cool tones. Again, no, I'm sorry, not glossy. This is the Yupo white. Yupo white. And this is the Yupo white with the warm tones. I truly love how it came out. I hope you're enjoying these close-ups. But again, join my blog and you can see it there too. This is the matte black in the cool tones. Stunning. So beautiful. The pearls are so pretty. But I think the trick with the matte black again is to saturate it so you get the so it tends to stay on top and not just get absorbed so quickly. It looks like smoke, like some of the wisps of smoke. So these are the blue and greens of the black matte. And these is the glossy white paper. The first one that I did, because I didn't blow it right away, I got big circular spots, as you can see on the right side, but it still turned out nice. It was a hot mess when it was all in one, but when you cut it apart and use it, it turned out so pretty. And this one, I kind of split up the cool and warm tones, which I think is also pretty. I really like how it all turned out. I was very surprised. So I hope you enjoyed this a little long video. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. Here's a couple more videos you might like, and please click on my face to subscribe. Thanks for being here, and don't forget to go check out Katie's channel, and link is below. Thanks!